In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I create landing pages that I sell to businesses for $2 to $3K each that generates them over $100,000 in sales every single month. This is the complete step-by-step blueprint, start to finish, without leaving anything out. So without any further ado, let's hop right into it. Okay, guys, so as you can see, this is a landing page that I came across on Instagram that is easily generating tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands every single month from just Instagram people coming over here and checking out the landing page. Now, as you can see, it has a fairly simple design, and we're gonna go through it here as an example, okay? So you gotta make sure that even if you're practicing on how to build a landing page, you wanna create it after an actual product, okay? You never wanna just create a landing page and not actually have a product in mind, because it's not going to be as simple when you're doing it the real way, okay? And this is the real way. So as you can see, we have a few key points here when we first come on the page, all right? So first of all, I'm gonna go through the structure and show you exactly how it's structured. Then I'm gonna give it a little bit of critique. And then, my people, I'm going to show you exactly how I created my own version of it, which I'll consider a slightly better and improved version that would get more sales, but more on that later. So as you can see, headline, learn the most future-proof skill set to building real wealth in 2023. From absolutely zero experience to the top 1% in less than 60 days. So this headline is really not bad, okay? The headline's not bad, it works, but you have to remember that when it comes to the headline, it is pretty much the most important part of the whole page, okay? The headline, because that's what most people are going to read, and that is going to be what deters them from reading or intrigues them into reading, okay? So it's going to be the number one deciding factor of how many sales you're gonna get. And then the second most deciding factor is the video sales letter. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how to create a video sales letter, but not in today's video, because that's a whole nother video, like a whole nother can of worms. So we're just gonna stick to the actual copywriting and a little bit of the design of the page and what it is like, okay? So the thing with this headline is that it's good, it's nice and benefit-based, and it's structured properly, okay? The things that I say could be improved, in my opinion, okay? And here's the other thing. If you have a way that you think you can improve a headline, your opinion isn't actually worth anything per se. You essentially have to test each headline to see which one performs better. What does that look like? Essentially, on most softwares, you can create what is called an A/B split test. With an A/B split test, essentially, half the people that click on the link are sent to page A, and the other half of the people who click on the link are sent to page B. Then you can track the conversion rates of each one of those pages, okay? Super simple, super easy. So I would take out the word real, because it's kind of just wasting space. It doesn't really add to anything. Future-proof is not, it's not a huge benefit, right? People don't wake up and say, wow, I really want a future-proof skill set. Not really, right? They want a skill set that can make them money, that can grant them freedom. Future-proof is sure a small benefit, but not that big of a benefit to put in the headline, okay? So that's how I might change it. Also, the top 1% is very ambiguous wording. The top 1% of software developers, the top 1% of rich people in the world, the top 1% of what? I don't really know, it doesn't really say. And if you didn't know, this page here is for a course on how to build a software with no code, right? So how to simply build a software that you can sell to people and make money from every single month. So like I said, headline, subheadline, video sales letter, super simple. After here, it says read on to learn. This is essentially the intrigue points, okay? So you're gonna see here, this intrigue bullet, this intrigue bullet, this intrigue bullet, the intrigue bullet. Now the thing with bullets is that they are a great way to convey an idea in the shortest possible amount of time. So I want you guys to really understand how this is structured and why it is structured in the way that it is. As you can see, it's very, very simple and easy to read. There's no big paragraphs, there's no big lines, there's nothing that is too difficult to really get through. Why? Because everybody knows attention spans are smaller than ever, right? So you really have to hook people in with very small and punchy copy when you first open up the page. So you get to learn the most valuable, impossible to replace, especially with AI, skill set you could possibly have and how to master it in 30 days. It works, but again, it could be better. I created a whole different landing page copy based on this landing page copy here. So we're gonna kind of compare and contrast as we go on. I'm not gonna read every single thing, but I'm gonna show you exactly what I changed and why I changed it when I go and show you the improved page that I created. So a little bit of an introduction of himself and what he's done and why you should listen to him. And then a little bit of copy right here. So this is what is called belief shift copy, okay? And the key to belief shift copy is to, first of all, identify with the reader, okay? The thing is that people will listen to what you have to say. If you prove you know exactly where they are, what they're struggling with, and where they want to go, okay? So if you can do that, then and only then will they actually listen to you, and then and only then do you have the opportunity to change their beliefs. Why is changing their beliefs so important? Changing their beliefs is so important because when you change someone's belief, you first of all give them value, and then you second of all give them direction. And of course, you want to point them in the direction to where your program or software or product or service is the answer to their newly held beliefs. Very simple. And I'll show you guys exactly how to do that when we go over the other sales page. And then of course, he's talking about you make money based on what the market needs. So see how there's these big bolded center lines. Okay. These are essentially what's called scroll stoppers. Scroll stoppers are there as the name suggests, to stop you when you're scrolling through. The thing is that you're going to have a lot of what's called skimmers when it comes to landing pages, right? Skimmers are people who open up the page, they go, yada, 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 yeah, Hayden, blah, 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 1,000,001 business opportunities. And then they go, you make money based on what the market needs, blah, 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 right? So they're just trying to get through it as quick as possible and not actually trying to give it time to read. The reason as to why these scroll stoppers are so important is because if I'm going through here and kind of skimming through everything, the biggest thing I'm going to read, right, are the things that are in bigger font and bolded and centered. When I scroll, my eyes are going to automatically go towards there. And that's what I want to read. So it's a good way of making people actually want to read the parts of copy that you intend them to read, right? The most important parts. Because when you read this, now you're intrigued. You make money based on what the market needs. And then you might read the next couple of lines and then you'll get hooked in and read the rest. And as you can see, we have more benefits bullets over here. And then we have a purchase button. And then we have some testimonials. Okay. Now testimonials is something you'll see on essentially every single sales page because they're a very, very important part. It's very important to show that whatever you do either works or people really like it or people have gotten results from it. So what are you actually learning? Okay. So this is the part where essentially he gets straight down to brass tacks. At the end-ish or the last end of your sales page or landing page, you want to get extremely clear, right? Lay everything out and just put a whole summarized version of it right there, right? Basically like a cliff notes, okay? And then of course you want to tell them what they get access to. So this is kind of your checklist. You get access to this, and this. And of course you get more bonuses. This is what you get, this is what you get, this is what you get. And then here is where we come the final piece of copy, okay? This is essentially the part where he recaps and also gives you a little bit of urgency / scarcity to make now the best time to buy, because urgency and scarcity are very, very important when it comes to copywriting. The reason being is because if people want to buy something, usually they'll push it off until later. If they push it off until later, the chances are they'll never ever buy it, right? But if they know that the time to buy is right now, and if they wait until later, they won't be able to take advantage of the exact same opportunity that they have now, then of course they're going to be more likely to take action in that very second, and that's what we need. Usually it's $10,000, but now you can get it for just $1,000 today. Okay, so this is called a price anchor. We've all seen this before. And this is his scarcity, right? Where he's basically saying the price will increase to $1,500 and stay there on November 27th if you don't buy before then, okay? And then here he gives what is called a crossroads close. Now, this is something extremely common, extremely common. Essentially, what you're telling them is you're giving them two choices, right? You're essentially giving them a dichotomy. You can either struggle with the same problems that you have and take the long and hard road to wherever you want to go, whatever result you want to have, or you can invest in yourself today or take advantage of this opportunity, and then you can get to where you want to go faster and stop struggling with whatever you're struggling with. That is the long and short of it, right? The very, very basics of it. As you can see, I mean, you can pause the video and actually go through and read it right now. Of course, like I said, we're going to be reading my version here in a minute, and I'll show you exactly how I created it. But essentially, that's basically it, right? So he tells you exactly what you're getting. Then he tells you why you need to buy right now instead of later. And then he gives you your final chance to purchase. Now, some more critiques on the sales page. So there's nothing wrong with the super simple sales page. There really isn't. The only caveat is that when you have a $1,000 price tag, people usually want to see a little bit more effort put to it. The reason why is because, like, if you were a so-called scammer, right? Or you were literally that guy who's saying like, yeah, you get all this for just $1,000. And then you buy it, and then it's like literally a 10-minute video of some dude talking. You're like, hold up, I thought I was going to get a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm not getting anything. If you were to be that guy, that scammer, you would put together a very, very lazy sales page because you know it's probably going to be taken down anyway, or people are going to hate the product anyways, or you're just trying to get money quick. When you put on a ton of effort, then it increases what is called the perceived value of something. Perceived value is essentially the value that people assign to something. So when you come across a sales page like this and you see that it's not lazy, right? But you see that it's very basic and very bare bones, subconsciously, you are going to identify the program or whatever he's selling as very basic and bare bones as well. And a lot of times people do like the bells and whistles, which is exactly why you can see I added a little bit more of a design element and some animations in this page. But of course, we will be getting to that. So you can see this sales page right here. I'm absolutely confident anybody watching this right now could easily create this right now today, right? Essentially, it's almost just like a Google Doc. You're just filling in the words, putting a video there. It's just drag and drop, right? Super simple. This one is just as simple. It really, really is just as simple, except it would take a little bit more time and it has a little bit more effort put into it. Okay, so I'm gonna take you through exactly what it is and exactly how it works. Okay, so as you can see here, I have a thumbnail of myself. I didn't use Homeboy's thumbnail over here, just decided to use mine. And essentially it is a picture of me with the product photos in the background. And of course, we're gonna get to the product photos because that's another thing that's very important that the other guy, Mr. Alex, actually didn't incorporate. He's probably losing out on money with. Another thing that I really want to share with you guys is that if you create a landing page like this and add it to your portfolio, it is going to be so much easier for you to get copywriting clients. Imagine a copywriting client gets on a sales call with you and they're like, well, show me some of your work. And you send them something that's absolutely bomb. Or you're like, yeah, so I worked for this dude, right? And hypothetically, and you see a sales page right here. This is how it looked before, right? And then I improved it to this and the conversions went up and we made more money. Then they're going to be like, well, this clearly works because I mean, look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at how much better it looks. And I could definitely see why people would buy this one. So here is my rendition of it. I'm going to take you through everything more word by word. And then I'm going to take you through the actual structure that it's going through and the actual document where I put all the words and really how I made it. I'm going to give you a quick preview of the drag and drop software that I'm using. This is actually created on a software named Kajabi. There is 1,000,001 different landing page softwares that you can use, and they are all very, very simple. I'm extremely confident that if you can put together some IKEA furniture, my man, like you can easily create a landing page just like this that you can, again, sell for 2 to 3K for each of them. Because if you really think about it, homeboy over here probably paid somebody at least $1,000 to create this, and he's making tens of thousands off of it every single month, probably over 100K. But I digress. So in less than 60 days, you can master the most lucrative skill set for 2023. Build wealth from ground zero, no experience needed. Okay, that is my rendition. I find it punchier. The only thing I might change is the word lucrative. Some people might not know what that means. It's not necessarily like a 4th grade reading level type of word. So I might change that if I was trying to make it perfect. But you know, I find it better than this one. But again, the only way to tell it is to split test. Then, of course, you have the VSL. I didn't actually record a custom VSL, but this is what it might look like. And then the button. Okay, so as you can see, very similar to what he has here. And then, of course, the you're about to discover. So the same as his read on to learn, except my bullets, I'll show you exactly why I made them like this and how they're made. So you're about to discover the most in-demand, high-earning skill set that anyone can make money with in 60 days or less, even with no experience. It's very simple, very easy to understand, and very punchy. Whereas when you go over here, the most valuable, impossible to replace, especially with AI, skill set you can possibly have and how to master it in 30 days. You're trying to cram way too much stuff into it. It's most valuable, impossible to replace, especially with AI. It's like, bro, get to the point, right? It's a lot. My personal top 1% strategy I've used to build software companies that practically run themselves and generate me over 6 figures per year. The MVP checklist that allows you to come up with $1 million ideas without committing to years of trial and error. Again, very, very simple, very punchy. And then here are essentially my scroll stoppers, right? Now, I want to take a second to just talk about design. As you can see, this looks a lot different from this. Is it better per se? I'm going to say it would probably get more sales. I'm going to go out on a limb and maybe say that. It looks more professional because it looks like it took more time to create. Now, I also want to say that these graphics, literally anybody could create them. They're so easy. This is literally just a paintbrush tool. And I just did one click over here, one click over here, one click over here. This is a paintbrush tool. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do it because this is not a graphic design channel. But guys, like watch one 20-minute YouTube video and it'll be done. Boom, you're good to go. This, again, this background stuff created in Canva. Canva is a completely free version of Photoshop, pretty much. This photo here on the right was created with Midjourney, which is an AI graphics creator. Like, guys, it really does not get any easier than this. And I was not kidding when I say somebody at this skill level of this sales page could also create this one, right? It's not a matter of skill. You really do not have to be a designer to create this. One business opportunity in high demand that practically nobody is talking about. As you can see here, like I said, this is the belief shift copy. So this is essentially where I am relating to the reader and also giving them a value and shifting their beliefs. So if you've ever scrolled through TikTok or Instagram for longer than a few minutes, you'll already have seen the boom of wealth building business models. SMMA, dropshipping, affiliate marketing, day trading, etc. Do they actually work? Who knows? But here's what I can tell you about each of these methods. They're overcrowded with people looking to get rich quick, highly complicated and not beginner friendly, and will have virtually zero demand when AI inevitably advances. So how is someone actually supposed to get wealthy in 2023 without resorting to these oversaturated business models? There's a completely new opportunity to build wealth that no TikTok gurus are talking about yet. One that requires no experience or degree, has basically infinite potential for profits, and can be learned in 60 days or less. And as you can see, he has something similar here, right? I essentially took what he has and I made it, in my opinion, better. The thing is, he's talking about like crypto and he's getting real complicated with it. It's not as general as it should be, because essentially he is running Instagram ads over to this page here, right? And chances are people don't know what a moonshot is, for example, or what that means in crypto and things like that. Okay, so that's why I changed it to the way that I changed it to. You can generate cash flow while your software does the heavy lifting for you. That's my scroll stopper. His is you make money based on what the market needs. I think mine's better. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Again, you can pause the video and check it out if you would like. Don't just take my word for it. Here's some of what our students are saying. And then, of course, we have some student wins, which are, again, are the exact same student wins that he has. Also, check out exactly how I put them in there, right? So I put their actual results and then the screenshot, and then their actual result and then the screenshot. Why? Again, because I want to optimize for the people who are just scrolling through and not reading everything. When you come across this, in order to actually see the wins, you have to do work and read over here, read over there, read over here, read over there, and read through this and read through that and read through this. People don't want that, right? So essentially, I'm making it just highly consumable, all right? When you optimize for consumption and you put a lot of value in it, man, the page is going to convert like crazy, my people. Something else that is so important that I do not want you guys to miss out on are product mock-ups, right? That's what they're called, product mock-ups. Essentially, it is a visual representation of what someone is getting. This is so important because, I mean, look at this. What am I actually getting? There's no photos, there's no pictures, there's no nothing. All it really takes, right? And guys, I paid a graphic designer like 20 or 30 bucks to create each graphic. Boom, over here, done. Boom, over here, done. But now it feels like you're actually getting something tangible. And this is increasing what I said before, perceived value. And when you just have that perceived value through the roof, you're going to be making so much more sales. So a 6-week no-code bootcamp. So you can master creating no-code software. My MVP checklist that teaches you how to create and validate ideas that will bring you easy cash flow in the short term and massive wealth in the long term. $1,500 in value just for that. And here is the mock-up over here on the right. And then another mock-up, the Midas Touch launch strategies. The tried and true Midas Touch launch strategies, which I've used to start strong and keep momentum for yourself and your happy paying clients. Weekly calls with me, where I answer every question you have and hold your hand on the path to success. And constantly updated modules to teach you how to use other no-code tools. No more guessing with WeWeb, Flutterflow, or Make.com for advanced automations. Okay, so great. As you can see here, this is what's called feature benefits, right? So the feature is the launch strategies. The benefit is that you can start strong, keep momentum for yourself and your happy paying clients, right? Weekly calls with me is the feature. But the benefit is that I answer every question you have and hold your hand on the path to success. The reason why this is so important is because a lot of the times people need this translated for them so that they can see how exactly it will help them. The easy way to do it is just put what it is and then say how it will help them, or so that you can, right? That's a very easy way to transition from feature to benefit, all right? And as you can see, we haven't gone through anything complicated here. right? All of this is extremely simple, extremely easy, and anybody can do it. And as a bonus, to guarantee your success, my personal branding masterclass. Learn how I scaled from 0 to 100K followers on Instagram in 95 days. If you want to position yourself as a top player in space, this is how you get a wait list of high value people practically begging to pay you to create their next big idea. $1,000 of value. And then some other bonuses, lifetime access to past courses, and access to my private job board with, of course, some benefits under there. You get everything for not 10 grand, but get it today for just 1 grand. Bam. And disclaimer, important. So the reason why disclaimer is the scroll stopper here is because people are much more likely to read this and they're looking for an objection. Okay. So at this point, they're like, okay, it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. But like, where's the bad news? People's head they're like problem finding machines. They want to find what the problem is, find what the downside is. So when you give them a disclaimer / something that's important, now they're going to be like, oh, okay, here's the catch. 2024 can either be the year that you take control of your financial future and live the life that you deserve, or complete another year of wanting to start trying for a bit, then ultimately ending up right back where you began. Okay, so this is essentially my crossroads close. You can do this, or you can end up exactly where you started. But because I want to make 2024 your year, I'm giving you the chance to snag the no code bootcamp for only $997. But as soon as January 1st hits, the price increases to $1,497 and will either stay there or go up in the future. So the choice is yours. A, let this opportunity pass you by and live another year stuck. Or B, take advantage of this wealth of building forever skill and profit from one of the biggest marketing trends that nobody is talking about yet. Hundreds of students are already making money inside the no-code software bootcamp. If you let this opportunity pass you by, you'll be forced to stand on the sidelines watching others learn high-value skills, make over 6 figures online, and win at life. The choice is yours. We kick off our first class this Monday. Hope to see you there, Alex. Boom. So again, we got the urgency. We got the real, true urgency / scarcity. And then we have the crossroads close right here. I mean, guys, doesn't get much better. Boom, 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 all done. So I'm going to really quickly take you through what it actually looks like inside of the program and how you actually create this. So as you can see, guys, look, it's all just drag and drop. I go here to edit, boom, and then I could change the video. I could change the photo. I go over here. I change the text over here on the left. Guys, super simple. It just doesn't get much more simple than that. Anybody can do this. Again, I really want to stress that anybody can do this and make money with landing pages or creating funnels for businesses, because creating landing pages and funnels is one of the best ways to actually generate wealth in 2023 and 2024. The reason being is because every single business needs multiple of them. Every single business needs a bunch of opt-in pages, registration pages, landing pages, sales pages, and everything in between, right? My small business, we have like 10 pages in total, 10 landing pages in total. And there are going to be businesses much bigger than mine. They're going to need dozens, okay? And they need somebody to create all those quickly, efficiently, and effectively. And that could be you. So guys, I wanted to really quickly run you through the structure that I used for this landing page. So very, very simple. Headline, VSL, which means video sales letter. Then the intrigue / benefits, the belief shift copy plus introduction, the testimonials to build authority. Here's what you're going to learn inside the program. Here's what you get inside the program. The value stack, which is where I'm showing you get this course, this course, this course, this bonus, this bonus, this bonus, and then the urgency / recap copy. Okay, again, really that simple. Anybody can do this. So guys, now you know exactly how you can create landing pages that are going to generate over hundreds of thousands of dollars for your clients, and you can sell to them for $2,000 to $3,000. And of course, if you want to learn more about copywriting and how to actually get clients and get clients to pay you this much for landing pages, I have a whole bunch of free courses on YouTube that I will actually put on screen right now that you can watch after this one. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. And of course, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.